The coronavirus is limiting Easter celebrations in Jerusalem for a second year in a row. Israel has fully vaccinated more than half of its population, but the country's borders remain closed. That leaves holy sites without the usual crowds of international worshipers. Elizabeth Palmer visited the city that millions hold sacred to see how it's managing.
Here's a rare sight in the run-up to Easter. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, one of the holiest sites in Christianity, virtually empty. Normally it looks like this, packed with pilgrims who believe Jesus was crucified and rose from the dead on this spot. This year, COVID restrictions mean no crowds. Father Louis Khoury is a Franciscan monk who serves in the church. I asked him, would that spoil the celebration?
No, I expect the Easter celebration will never be melancholic. When we're not together, it is hard, but the joy is the fact that Jesus risen from the dead.
That's the spiritual view. Then there's the material one. Down in the ancient alleys of East Jerusalem, where souvenir merchants haven't seen a single customer for months. This is what they're used to. Thousands of Christians following the Via Dolorosa, the route they believe Christ took to his death. But here's what they've got. We met Faraj. The first time in a year he'd opened his shop hoping for some Easter trade.
This is for Christian.
No dice.
This is Jerusalem in the old city without tourists, no business, no food, nothing, no life.
On Palm Sunday, a small crowd did come out for the traditional procession and religious service. But these are all people who live inside Israel. The mass vaccination program here may be beating back coronavirus, but the borders are still closed. That's meant the American Colony Hotel, too, has been closed for a year.
This needs maintenance.
The man who runs it, Jeremy Berkovitz, hopes to reopen this summer. But it depends on the easing of travel restrictions at home and abroad.
It's a global economy. We need tourists from America, Scandinavia, Europe, Britain, the whole world. But as long as you have most of the developed world still unable to travel, we are struggling.
For Christians, Easter celebrates a return to life. This year, that's what people of all faiths in this holy city will be praying for, too. For CBS This Morning, I'm Elizabeth Palmer in Jerusalem.
It's true. Israel is way ahead of the rest of the world in terms of vaccinations. They're waiting for everyone else to catch up so they can visit again.
I've never been. I would like to go. You both have been.
Yes. It is powerful. It is beautiful.
Seems very meaningful, too.
It is very meaningful
so much history.
to a variety of religions, and it's definitely worth the trip.